Okay, so this is probably going to be a very short one, but let's just see. I feel like I say that a lot of the time. So, this is a drawing assignment, so this is basically our introduction to uh, JPanels and JSwing and that whole library. So, you can see here, this is the drawing panel. So, you can see a bunch of rectangles, a bunch of color switches, or switching colors, I guess, not necessarily color switches. But this is probably nonsense. If you can pick up what this is supposed to be from this, you are quite insane. And then here's the actual main, so it just initializes that. And before I give it away what this is, I would probably, one, use custom colors because yellow here is not what I would want to use, and you'll see why. And then I'd also just try to think of a way to make this more efficient. Because of specifically what I'm making, it would be kind of hard, but at the very least, I feel like the switching of colors could be done in a more efficient way. Actually, maybe even not, because I do all the red stuff. I do them all in order, and I think the way I did that is just. Now I am going to show it just so it's easier to explain. Busy Mario. It is little Mario. So, yeah, this is what I meant by the yellow, because I think I specifically just used the built-in colors. So, things I would do different, I would have custom colors, and so for what I was saying, what I would do probably is, uh, goodness me, what I did rather is that I did all the colors in order, and then I just move them around to make it more efficient so I didn't have to keep switching colors. So arguably this is a efficient, but one, not as efficient as it could be, and it was not efficient to make. And then also you can see different heights and widths. So for example, this is all, even though these would technically be separate pixels, they are all one long bar since it's a bunch of color next to it. But what I would probably do is make a function to make this without making, like, back in the day, I might have found a way to make this more efficient, but now it would be way more complicated. Like, to make this as efficient as possible, I'd have to read off of an image some way, so is what I'm thinking anyway, because otherwise I would have to maybe use a function to put all these blocks together, but how would you know where the blocks or the pixels are supposed to go specifically without having something to base it off? So I guess I would read off of an image, use a function to print that out, and yeah. I'm saying all this, but obviously there's no real reason to do that because this is not a very useful program. It was just something to learn, but I guess in that aspect it was useful. So, yeah, that's it for this one. See you next time.